Although, since I brought up the idea of X7, let me see what he had to say about X6, why he put that... Actually, no. Let me go to X5, see why it's barely higher. Save X6 for another day.
When we actually get to
Yes, let's see. Where is it? There it is. Rates this, the, Oh, wait, no. X5 is on the same level as X7. 79%. I have to look back at some of these. Let's see. Play control can be sluggish and unresponsive, especially for Zero. I felt that a little bit at times. Your character's previous animations have to play completely out before you can duck or do certain other things, which means if Zero's hair is still falling after running, you can't duck till it finishes. It's very late. Let's see. Music. Hey, he likes the music to X5.
Some of them are okay.
Some of it's okay, although it does have a very good sound
effect. Very boring.
Yeah, some of it's okay.
With the exception of one very amazing track.
Sound effects. 4 out of 5. X finally gets a male-sounding voice.
I didn't even hear the voice.
I think it was the Japanese voices carrying over for the grunts and all that.
Maybe.
Plot. You didn't like the plot too much. Plot involves more than just Sigma making Reploids go Maverick, although there's plenty of that too. There's also a lot of story during the game, which I like to see. However, some of the plot isn't terribly clear, and a lot is just plain senseless.
Hey, Dynamo.
RNG!
Yeah, RNG and Dynamo. Who?
Difficulty, 3 out of 5. New starters actually get the Force armor, 4th armor. Or heck, the Ultimate, which cuts the difficulty in half. Yes. And the going isn't so bad. Heaven help you if you try to play through as Red Zero. Enemy attacks inflict way too much damage on anyone not wearing armor.
Yeah.
I didn't die that much in Zero when I went through X5, actually.
To be fair, not so much dying as Zero wasn't the problem, it was more of,
Well, yeah, the thing. Well, I forced it in. I forced it so it basically... I got the good part before I even went after a single Maverick, so... I was able to comfortably know I could upgrade Zero without any problems.
Did you find out the bomb in above?
Yes, I did learn about that. Oh, right, that's what I did. I learned... It's not the difficulty setting you have to do that on, it's... You have to let days pass by!
Hours.
Hours, right. You have to lose all your lives in a stage on purpose.
Exit, and then go into it again.
Yes. I just kept doing that with Grizzly Slash's stage. Oh, sorry. Crescent Grizzly. Excuse me.
I know every single one of them except for the freaking Dino. Is it Burn Hero?
Burn Dino Rex.
Burn Dino Rex. Yeah, because what is it? Spike Rose Red.
Yep, Spike Rose Red, Shining Firefly.
Dark Necrobat, Shining Firefly, Crescent Grizzly, Tidal Whale, Wolf Kraken, Spiral Pegasus, and then freaking Burn Dino Rex.
Yes.
Yeah, I finally remembered them all now.
Some people like the name Duff McWhalen.
To be fair, I finally...
It does sound kind of ridiculous.
I like it just because it's hilarious.
Duff McWhalen.
Yeah.
It does sound kind of ridiculous.
Especially when freaking Duff Whale. Duff Whale, can't breathe. Oh no. Duff Whale's got his blood cut out. Oh god.
Replay battle. The level design for some sections is hideous. Huh, do tell!
Enlighten me, what game is this? X5?
X5, yeah. Giving you a countdown timer discourages exploration and experimentation. Even though it's going through a whole level one time, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
All this combined with the sluggish control makes a person less than eager to pick the game back up again.
I personally didn't find the control that
It was compared to X4 though. A little bit.
X4 again, so I understand.
Compared to the original 3 as well, it definitely is a little slower, but...
Oh, in terms of...
I feel it's a little slower than X4. While the game does get more entertaining after you play through it a couple of times, first impression is still important.
Give me some colors!
7.9 out of 10. This game has a lot of really nifty ideas, as well as a lot of blatant clones of things from previous games. Gee, I wonder why!
It's almost like they're all from better games.
And they're trying to make this the last X game! Unfortunately, though, the new ideas tend to get overshadowed by the game's downsides. I would have loved to have seen some of the title's features in a game that wasn't quite as irritating to play.
Dude, it's like he's saying that 70% is above is the like the low bar or something.
Plus the duck. Ducking.
Yeah, ducking.
Minus.
That was a pretty...
Minus, which is a petty thing, the Guns N' Roses names.
Yeah.
It's a little petty. I mean, I do agree. Probably having the normal names would have been better, but...
We all probably would have liked it better with the normal names.
Still.
Besides, it's not the worst name I've seen for Maverick yet. That's the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not
Oh,
fucking
God!
joking. I'm not fucking joking when I say that's the dumbest fucking
Metal
name.
Shark Player? What?
You're a fucking gangster or something. What the fuck? He's like some fucking... Cause he's the fucking... Like, probably he's like fucking like, he's like
Wow.
from the hood or something? What is this, fucking from the hood or some sort of Christian hustle?
It's like, those names aren't mistranslated, are they?
I wouldn't be surprised if that name was.
I thought one of them was, like, Brown Scaravich or something.
That might have been Metal Shark Player now that I think about it. If it wasn't, that is the dumbest name that I've ever seen for a Maverick. Look that up. I'm gonna look that up. I'm fucking curious. Did they fuck that up or was that his actual name? If that's his actual name, I'm gonna feel
I'll look at this
sad.
guy's page on X6, but I won't read up any details on actual shit.
Yeah.
Like story or anything. Let's see. Yep, 70% from this one. Oh, guys, a lot of minus. Let's see. Commander Yamark, Brown Scaravich, Blaze Heatnix, Blizzard Wolfang, Green Turloid, Metal Shark Player, God fucking damn it! Shield Sheldon. Sheldon?
Well, let me put it this way. If it wasn't fixed in the Legacy Collection, then yes, it's a intended name.
I wonder. And Affinity Maginian. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maginian?
His Japanese name makes even less sense.
Oh.
Metal Shark Prayer.
Prayer.
What the? I don't even know what's worse.
A fucking Shark Priest Maverick! God damn.
Well, then again, because of a certain in-story thing that revolves around him specifically, at least the Japanese name makes a little more sense,
Oh dear.
but not by much.
Oh dear.
That is the dumbest name
Let's see all these things. Oh god. Oh dear. Blade control 2 out of 5. Certainly not terrible, the controllers are somewhat sluggish and irritating, particularly for Zero's hideous recovery times for most of his attacks. For example, he can't move while he's putting his saber away. Just carry that stupid thing, you idiot! Warning! Rant! Oh dear! Apparently he does not like Zero's control in this game. So, his control really does get worse from X5, huh?
Apparently. I didn't think the one X6. You're telling me that did you smoke or something? Did you not play X7? Did you not pay attention to Zero's control of that game?
He suffers from Namco syndrome. Whatever the fuck that is.
Damn.
Where pressing any number of combinations on the control pad plus either of the two fire buttons will yield all sorts of different results. Oh dear.
Did you not play X7?
Yeah.
Because apparently you must have forgotten Zero's control in that game. What the f- You're telling me Zero's control is bad?
Sounds like this guy just might play this game with a bad controller. There's also seems to be a glitch with either character where pressing the special weapon fire button while in the air sometimes is seriously treated like the dash button instead.
Oh.
I don't know if he was like playing a broken controller or something.
I
It doesn't
don't
sound
know.
right about that.
So yeah, something is off about that. It's like this guy, like I feel like this guy has not played X7 in
That could explain why he really hated X6 then if his controller didn't work well for it.
Yeah. History.
Let's see.
Now let's show
Graphics.
What the fuck?
Graphics are oddly rather grainy in this game, not quite as good as X4. They also suffer from the overhead problem that has been plaguing Capcom's more recent Mega Man titles, which makes the trash compactor section feel unnecessarily frustrating.
Now shark players levels for
Okay.
especially with Nightmare Gimmick.
I like the production cutscene artist, though. Sure. Animation, just like X5. Moving on. Music. Nothing really jumps out.
X6.
He doesn't like heavy metal, so the opening didn't feel right.
Oh.
And
I
there's
mean, music in general is
That's
just a
okay.
subjective thing. so-
and there's a remix to Zero's theme. Oh, but Zero at least gets his own victory theme when he gets lost. Okay. That's something. plot.
To be fair, they had an X4 and it was much better than that game.
Plot. Well, the plot doesn't have a lot going for it since there's plenty of storyline. And that's a hunt for. I mean, I pretty much expected as much.
I'd rather...
Even the rest of the Reploids are individually named in this game. However, much of the plot makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, God.
Let me say right now, I hate this game. Okay.
Difficulty. 4 out of 5. Irritating. All above all the others, even X7. Oh, right.
Here's the thing, X7, to be fair, isn't really hard.
It's just bullshit controlling-wise and everything else.
And also, it can be boring.
This game has had some bad design choices in the design, I'm guessing.
Yeah. We'll get to that when we get to X6.
Oh,
X7 was bad for that, alongside just being bland as balls.
Yeah.
You'll understand when we... How would you, like, I don't know what's worse, having an incredibly hard stage that's incredibly bullshit, or having a stage so bland and boring and easy that all you have to do is just run past everything like a fucking freaking riot shield. I don't know what's worse.
Part replay value 2 out of 5. Keep resetting the game to get parts you missed that may count as replay value. Although this game suffers from the same problem as Mega Man X5, while it does get a little more fun with repeated play, makes it a lousy first impression.
Yeah, first impression is the worst.
Polish 2 out of 5. You actually get yourself stuck in this game with your only recourse to kill yourself off until you run out of lives.
Yeah.
What?
That happens too.
Jesus Christ! You choose stage select on the continue screen to get out of the stage you were stuck in. Don't pick continue. Unlike most other Mega Man games, continue just takes you right back where you were stuck. You don't have to kill yourself all over again. What the fuck? That's awful!
I need to see this game again. I remember it being
my
bad.
God.
I remember it being this bad.
It's also possible to permanently destroy your chance of getting certain items in a split seconds moment. You gotta tell me about that. Well, I suppose on one hand it's interesting that the game keeps track of all your failures.
I feel like we should save some of this stuff when we actually get to X6. As a surprise.
So a lot of bad level design choice. Sounds like the big fault.
Yeah.
Mostly level design. Got it.
Still don't know what's worse.
Oh man. Well, we can save that for a good while from now. We don't need to torture ourselves. Yep, X2 he has is 79% as well. Okay.
What's up with that? I think that makes no sense.
The same level as X5 and X7. Let me see. Play control, basically the same as the first game, although I find myself the air dash fighting with the air dash more than I should be.
I never had a problem with that.
I didn't really either. Graphics look pretty similar to the first X games.
Did you die at one point, or are we just in another room that's similar?
No, we're just in another room, because I need to get a fucking blue card.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, because you can't through the
You
door.
can't use the mobile display, or you don't want to.
He doesn't want to use the
I
random Joker card.
only have 2 ones of the motors.
Oh,
And he doesn't want to use the random Joker, understandably so.
Especially this early in the goddamn game.
Are we just cutting this then in that case?
If you think the competition's
I don't fucking know! I'm just going through
I mean,
shit.
the conversation's fine.
Graphics are good, animation, sprites are nearly identical to the first game. Music's decent, although nothing really stands out. The music, I guess, wasn't as good as the
Well, I mean,
first
at least
X
keep the
game.
level ups in, I guess.
Yeah. X2, I guess, was...
Its music was okay.
I like the music, that's...
X2's is probably... X1's is probably the best music overall of the series now, I think.
Yeah.
I like X4's a little bit more, but that's just me.
X4 is pretty good too, yeah. I did like X4's music a lot.
Yeah.
Sound effects, nothing changed. Plot, generally not too bad, however several characters' speeches, segments don't change to take certain plot elements into account, which makes it a little odd.
What the hell is zero pack? God damn it.
Difficulty 3, about 10%.
I almost thought I saw you get a freaking Mickey card for a second. I'm like, what the hell?
Replay value. I find myself going back to this one a bit less than the previous title. As the first game really knocked you over with its extra touches, and this one pales in comparison. The air dash is a nice addition. Well,
What do you think of X2?
I mean, I think I like it about X1 now I'm thinking about it. There are some things that annoy me about X1.
The fact you don't start with the dash?
Well, there's just some things that feel archaic with its level design, feel a little annoying.
Here, kill yourself to get Hadoken.
That's a big thing. I mean, X2 does have the fill up all of your sub-tanks before you come here to give you this Shoryuken. You're so awesome! Fuck you, White.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That's a cocktease.
That is annoying. At least X3 and onward fixed that.
I was more so looking at the 7 moments of spike.
Yes. Oh yeah, there you go. You only need your 4. At least you finally have something. God damn. 79%.
I guess you should probably go off camera to grind up the comments. No, because we probably should take that into account as well.
Well, he just doesn't have a lot of blue. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
He has a shitload of red.
I mean, yeah, red's coming because I imagine they just want you know.
Fighting a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So you get more red cards. You play with But again, there's a lot less blue. You really only have like 2 or 3 blue ones.
Yeah, what do you got? Moments of
Riku.
Spite and what's the other one?
Mingling Worlds.
You can't use Mingling Worlds, you don't have it.
I don't have any more. I used all those up to fill out what the door has so far.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Welcome to this game in a nutshell, I guess.
Welcome to RNG.
Use the Joker!
God damn it.
Not this one. Fun game.
Let me see what let's see if he liked stuff about X3. Let's see. Play control is basically the same. Zero's a little sluggish. Kind of.
Yeah.
Graphics about the same. Animation, nothing changed. Music, mostly horrible. Yeah, the music in X3 was not that good.
It just
Weird.
sounded all the same to me.
It's weird, it's actually, probably.
There might have been one
And it's
track.
like they really went heavy on the guitar.
There might have been one track I liked. The rest of them just kind of sound like they were there. The tunes are repetitious and the instruments grate on your ears. You almost
The repetition comes on the fact that like a lot of it is just like, it's just like all the tracks seem to emphasize the guitar a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess for someone like me, it doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but
Yeah, but
nothing really like
it
stood out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's
Right, there was like one stage I think its music stood out for me. I kind of forget what it is.
the only one that really stood out for me was First of all, was doing insane and
Yeah.
It sounded like something from the TMNT game.
All right, time to fight James Woods.
Yay!
God damn it, James Woods. Man. Plot. Nothing terribly good or bad. Zero pops in to help you, which is cool. Enemies keep repeating their speeches every time you die to them, which is not so cool. They don't actually do that, but okay.
I don't remember anything like that.
I think might have been certain bosses, but there are a couple bosses I think did that. Not the ones you run into frequently.
Yeah.
And besides, that would only really count frickin'... Oh wow, 9 to 7 right count, Jesus.
Barrage.
That's a barrage. That only did no damage.
Because I think I was like too far away, that's why.
Maybe. Let me see.
That's kind of dumb.
Let's see. Difficulty 3 stars out of 5. While generally not a terribly difficult game, some of the bosses will leave a mark.
That really sucks for a 7-card pool.
Yeah.
Heck, what the hell was it called?
They probably-
Maelstrom was better than that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because he's further in the game, they decided to make the things have to be more.
If you're gonna make it more cool, at least make the
Make the attack better, yeah. Maelstrom is definitely really good.
Maelstrom was great.
You're dead now, James Woods.
Hold still, James Woods.
Ow.
See, that's a wall.
These fire boots. They keep using slates. Damn you, mouse!
Oh god, he's coming through!
Damn it.
Damn right.
You dirty rat!
Damn you. Let's see. Replay value. I go back to this one even less than the previous 2 games. However, the new enhancements at Zero add some entertainment value.
Yeah.
Not really.
Nothing overly caught my eye, although they added some nifty things such as Zero and the Beam Saber.
They did.
The Beam Saber is very broken but fun to use in X3, I will
You can
admit.
actually, get it to work.
Yeah.
Overall,
It's the only way you're gonna do more than a single damage against the final boss.
Overall, 79% out of 100, same as X2 and X5 and X7. There's nothing really wrong with the game, but some of the bosses make you want to tear your hair out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you do. I know you're probably the only person around here that would say otherwise, but
Well,
here's the thing. I do well in X1, I do well in X2. X3 is bullshit because...
I have only died to Kaiser Sigma once.
Yeah.
And that was because I forgot to use my sub-tanks. Once I learned the sweet spot, I was like, oh, finally, fucking
Yeah,
great.
like there is a sweet spot. Yeah,
You gotta hit it
we've
all
mentioned
the
it
time.
in the playthrough, but it's just like
You gotta hit it above the
Well, I did die a second time trying to hit him with the beam saber. Again, forgot to use my sub-tanks. I had 4 full sub-tanks, I never used one.
yeah.
I think I died more in the first phase. I was trying to figure out how to dodge the fireballs. But then I figured it out.
Was it jumping over 1 and 4, dashing over 2 and 6, or 3 and 6?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I remember an order like that, but
yeah, you went
first
like,
phase was bold.
like low, high, middle, low, high, middle.
And
then
dash
you would
it's
jump.
like jump over 1 and 4, dash under 3 and 6. That's how I remember.
Yeah,
You can jump over 3, but you hit by 4.
yeah. And then it got harder because the freaking shield was like, ah! Come on!
Alright, I'm just gonna burn through cards and just go through the doors because fuck this.
Yeah, you go ahead. Walk it.
I mean, honest to God, it was good.
You have so many red cards! Oh my god, you have like 60 red cards!
Yeah.
It's like they expect you to fight everything. That's kind of bold, though.
My
It's
god.
like, hey, oh yeah, by the way, you're not getting that many blue cards. Here's a blue door, by the way. Fuck you. Oh my.
Exactly.
Alright. Well, since I'm going through all these Mega Man X games, what he thinks about it, Mega Man X4, 81%. So at least above all those 4.
What's his score line? Honestly, that's a dumb score line.
Yeah. 7 out of 10 is the worst, and that was X6. 7.9 out of 10 was where X7 was. With 2, 3, and 5.
Maybe it's because when I'm looking at my own scaling, I'm looking at it from the series itself. I'm not really comparing it to anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess X6 might not be a bad game on its own, but compared to the rest of the series, it's an obnoxious ride.
yes,
X7, on the other hand, might be a bad game on its own.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, it's worse to be a bad game on its own than just be...
X6 just feels like a weak game amongst the series, but on its own, just... There are games that can be on their own that just feel like they're too hard for their own good.
Yeah.
X6 could be that.
Although a lot of it is bullshit, to be fair, but
Yeah.
it's still bad. But X7,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
don't inherit, it's nothing good about it. Everything sucks.
Alright.
It's been an hour and 7 minutes. Should we take a break, or should we just keep going? Is there anything else after this? What's after this? Boss fight?
I don't know if there's a boss fight.
I don't think yet.
But
This is gonna be good. Remember, it won't cut out because frickin' it's not
I mean,
doing the
if we need to, we could save right after if there's a boss fight.
Yeah.
right. Let's see. What do you think about X4?
Which there is not.
Play control. The control's a little loose. In fact, it feels just like Mega Man 8's. I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom reused the code.
What game
How
is
can
this?
we help
X4.
you,
It
Vexen?
Well,
says-
meanwhile, what the
Not
Legion
very
do?
often we see you.
Oh, good. Look, it's
Wait,
freaking.
it's the
came
hey,
to
look,
lend
it's the
you a
one.
hand.
It's a familiar
You
face.
obviously believe
Yes.
this
Yes.
Sora has
Strange
much
places.
potential. But I remain unconvinced
Well,
his
nah,
truly
that's
were
insane.
such coddling.
Huh.
No.
Did this cutscene
I
happen
think
in
an
Sora's thing?
experiment would show
Feels like
if
it
he
did.
really is of any value to us.
It definitely feels like it did.
Well, here we go again.
Yeah.
It's just an excuse, so you
I
can
feel like
carry
we
out
did
your
see this
little
cutscene because I remember
experiments,
this final
that's all.
dialogue from
I'm
Marcin.
a
Either way.
scientist.
But there's more to it.
Experiments are what I
Oh
do.
yeah, I guess there might be a little more of the. Now that we actually know the
You can do what
Riku
you
replica
want.
pretty well.
But you know,
Duplica, excuse
I
me.
think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet. Valet?
Yeah, I guess we're
He's
getting a
the
little more
product of
detail about this.
pure
now.
What's your
What it
research?
actually is a toy.
True.
Just learn
So
to
what?
fight. Anyway,
Bitch. I'm gonna
since
kill you
came
later.
all this way, you're gonna need this.
No, you're not.
A humble
children's
gift to my
playing card.
elder. I hope you use
So
it to
trading
put on a value
cards.
show for us.
Select the whole
yes,
set.
I love trading cards.
What number is this? I have this one!
Yeah, this is where you get more to it.
Ah, okay.
That card holds the memory
Basically, this is how you
of
see
Sora
Vexen
and
basically
Riku's
going
home.
on a route to go
It's
after
just
Sora.
a card.
Okay.
What good
Okay,
is
so
that?
there's a point in this cutscene. All right.
With a little help from Namine, you'll have all the real Riku's memories.
Oh, so Nominee does
Yeah,
kind of play
this,
a part.
Get her
this
to
was
make you
the
forget
reason
your
why they cut it off
name.
at the point where the foot
In
is
other
because
words,
it's actually more of a
we'll remake your
reveal for
heart
Sora's
so you
campaign.
Yeah.
can be
This one you already know he's the
as
fake
a
from the
real
get-go.
Riku.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they don't even care.
Right, right.
You want to remake my heart?
Which they kind of
The
spoiled in the
Riku is a
manga.
wimp who's afraid of the dark.
I'm sorry.
What do I want with the heart of a loser?
Any objections, Vexen? After
You
all,
don't want the heart of a
do
loser?
want
Would you rather be a
Sora,
heartless?
It must be done.
But
How can you?
A loser
Are you
or
betraying me?
a product of darkness
I
or
told
a
you I
loser?
would make good use of you.
Yeah, it's hard to
didn't
tell.
I?
You both seem the same.
No.
don't you? Relax,
Or it just be
kiddo.
nobody at all.
I
Nobody-
don't think it's gonna hurt
No,
that
you're not.
much.
We're not
I'll
dirty.
hurt you.
oh, so you think, you fucking moron? Bitch.
little
God, that
toy.
laugh's a little grating. My
Think you could
God.
defeat
Yeah, laugh
me?
is also like,
Where
what
would
the
you
heck?
ever get a
Hey,
thought like
Did a
that?
good job. Sounded like a bitch. I'll give her that.
Like I said, I do like the voice actress with performance.
Yeah.
That laugh is a little bit
But
off.
look on the bright side.
Sounds like there's like
Hey,
Along with
sounds like an
everything else
annoying
in your
bitch. That's kind of what you'd
Nominee
want
will
from
erase
someone
the
like
memory
her.
of me
Probably had
knocking
something
you
to throw
flat.
when you was laughing.
Instead,
Oh,
she
poor
will implant
Nominee.
the loveliest little memories you could ever hope for.
Somebody do something!
It's no big deal that they're all
Do
lies.
something! Do something!
She just sits,
Do something!
sits there in a little book watching them do all this shit.
Yeah.
I know.
No!
And the Goomba will never be seen again.
Sorry, couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
Well, we already know for Zoro's campaign. God damn it.
Yep.
She did things to me.
She touched me in places I've never been touched before. Oh, God.
Jeez.
And on that note, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah.